So I am so excited to make this video today. I stopped by Target the other day to just pick up a few household supplies. And when I walked in, I was super excited by what I saw that I know is just perfect for RV life and RV organization. So let's head inside and see what we can find to help us organize the RV. So this is what is called the Bullseye Playground of Target. And this is kind of where they have some of like the lower priced items. So I always love looking in this particular section. And when I was in here the other day, I saw some things and I knew I had to come back because look at this, you guys. Bins like this, and this is a whole set of bins for only $5. So there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 bins here. And so I'm gonna pick some of these up because I know that they're going to come in handy with organizing the RV. So we're definitely grabbing some of these mesh bins for $5. Look at this. This is an inflatable seat. I love this because, you know, with RV living, you always want things that like smush down. So this is a 15 by 15 inflatable seat. I'm sure we could use this with the kids at some point. And it's only $5. Oh, maximum user weight not to exceed 110 pounds. Sorry, Ben, you can't use this. So there's even more bins here. This is all $3 for all of these different types of bins. And so these always work nice for like travel days, for activities for kids and things like that. But I am really digging these types of bins where you can put like papers or books or things like that, because I like things where I can stand things up, and then on travel days it's not gonna be all falling down inside of the cupboard or that type of scenario. And these types of bins, I really like these types of bins for things like oil or vinegar bottles, because this works really well for those types of bottles to keep those from falling down as well. So I'm definitely gonna pick up one of these. I have something like this already, but I could definitely use more. Oh, and teal. I don't like the orange. Look at this, they have teal, if I can get it apart. It's like there's no force in the world greater than when two bins are stuck together. Okay, teal bin. We're definitely picking this up for the RV. This is amazing because not only do these types of rope baskets come in handy because they're flexible, and so you can kind of like shove them into different spaces and things like that, but since these are hanging, I am sure I can do something in the RV with these, and then like command hooks or some of the other hooks that are on the kids' bunks. So we are definitely picking up a couple of these, although I think I'm going to go with the black, just because I'm afraid with kids, the white would start to look dirty over time. So we're definitely picking up a couple of these because I know I can do something for organization with these. So here's something else that I just found. This is a 2-pack of collapsible bins, a square and a circle. These are only $5, and these work great for so many things, whether it's like laundry or whether it's towels to store coats, pillows, blankets, the whole gamut. And I love anything that is collapsible because that means you can fold it down and kind of tuck it away when it's not in use and then pop it up when it is in use. So this is a great find at the Target Bullseye Playground. So here's another great find. So here's another rope bin, not the hanging style, but just a rope bin. And I have actually been trying to find some sort of solution for all of our water bottles after they've been washed, and I have them sitting on the counter right now in a square bin, and it just isn't working very well because it doesn't have very tall sides. So I am gonna pick this up and see if this isn't a better solution for all of our water bottles on the counter. This is only $5, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna work exactly for what I'm envisioning. So this wouldn't be so much for RV life, but if you have a spouse and you can't agree on the toothpaste thing, look, it's a tube squeezer. It squeezes the toothpaste tube and you just put it in and then you screw the knob. There you go, your perfect solution for those marital spats on whether or not you should squeeze the toothpaste in the middle or from the bottom. Conflict resolution right here, folks. This is gonna save somebody's marriage, I just know it. So here is another great find here at Target. This is a tech storage box. So this is a nice way to organize things like your computer charger or your headphones or any of those types of things. And this is only $3, has this nice little rubber band that goes around it. So as things are moving around in the RV or whatever, it's not gonna get, separated. But the other thing too is this would be good for really any type of travel at all. So whether you're traveling by RV or traveling by plane or whatever, this is a great little organizer for traveling for your electronic stuff. So here is another great item that I just found. These are actually food safe, oven, dishwasher, microwave safe storage bags. So now what I love about products like this, where they're not like a hard-sided plastic or a hard-sided glass for food storage in the refrigerator of an RV, means that they have some give. So you can kind of shove them in between other things when you're wanting to store food in there. And so these make a great product for RV living. So we're definitely gonna pick some of these up because I know I can use these in the fridge of the RV. I don't understand. Like, what is up with all of these? Look, it's not Halloween. And look at this one. This one. Is this really the style these days? Because this looks like something that my grandmother would wear. I don't know. Like, this one looks like it's missing something. I must be getting old because, wow. Lots and lots of bins. Now here's one thing that I am noticing. So I picked up this rope bin. So this was $5 over in the Bullseye Playground. And these rope bins over here, this one is $8 and it really is about the same size. So by looking over in the Bullseye Playground first, sometimes you can find better deals than what you can find over here. But I still love these types of rope bins for RV storage and organization just because of the fact that they're flexible. And so they're not hard-sided. You can kind of shove them against each other and they've got some give and things like that, which making use of every single little bit of space in an RV is super important. So these types of bins work really, really well. These are awesome bins. These ones, I like these ones because they're slender, but these ones, even though they're plastic, they do have a little bit of give. They're not super, super stiff and they're taller, and just being more slender, you can fit them in those smaller cupboard spaces, which seems like that's all RV manufacturers know how to do anyway. So these are definitely super cool. And I'm not sure how much these are because they're not marked, but these ones are only like $2. Those ones are $6. Super, super reasonable for what these are as far as price, but also like quality. They feel much heavier duty than like your dollar store ones. So these are some pretty awesome bins. Look at these. These are like felt. And so these ones also have some give to them, but they're pretty sturdy too. These ones are really, really cool. These would work great for like a shoe bin when you first walk in the door or something like that. And then look at this chunky rope bin. This is so cute looking. And again, with it being that flexible, you could definitely use that in an RV for storage. Look at this, 30% off. $4.20. And even though this is technically being marketed as a trash can, I know you could definitely use this for other things, like a shoe bin when you first walk in and you need to kick off your shoes at the door or something like that. So especially for 30%, $4.20. That would definitely make a great buy. So I just ran across this and we are picking this up because we right now have a bin that goes by the front door to catch all of the shoes. And while it's working, the footprint of that bin is a little bit big, and I definitely see that this is going to be a little bit more of kind of a slender footprint. It's flexible, so we can shove it in behind the seat on those travel days like we normally do. And it has a nice plastic bottom, so all of the dirt and things like that from the shoes, it gets collected in here and we can just dump it out outside. So we are definitely going to upgrade our shoe bin with this one from Target, and it's only $8, so great deal, and it's gonna help us keep dirt out of the RV, which is a bonus.
Can I use those in my RV? Are they RV certified? Okay, because I'm only buying them if you certify them. When we'd go like in our C class, I would hand the kids each one of these and I would be like, whatever fits in here, you
This is what you can bring.
This is what you can bring. And then they would know, that's your bin, and go and put it in there. But yeah, it wasn't like rigid like this.
Yeah.
It was more like a hamper style.
Yeah.
thing.
So here's another great product, especially if you are full timing, are these compression bags. So these are vacuum sealed, but if you are in a situation where you need to put your summer clothes away during the winter seasons, or if you have like big puffy winter coats that you're not going to use all year long, using this type of a storage bag where you can compress it down is a great idea, because we all know we're so limited on storage space in our RVs. So these types of storage options are absolutely great for those things that you just don't use year round. Oh, I see something. More bins. Look at this. More bins. Now these are nice because with them being clear bins, you can see what's in them at a glance when you open your RV cabinets. So this is awesome for more storage space, especially in the fridge. These don't specifically say fridge, but I like to use bins in my fridge. So things, oh, this says fridge. Now, I know probably not RV fridge, but it could work depending upon what size fridge you have in your RV. So that is super spiffy. Oh, and this is my favorite all-time RV product right here. You cannot live without this. And that is the non-skid shelf paper stuff. I use this in drawers, I use this in cabinets, I use this under rugs. I even use this under our mattress, just so it doesn't move around. That's all I'm going to say about that right there. But this stuff, this is great. So, and look, they have it here at Target in all sorts of different colors and shapes and sizes. So this is definitely your RV certified product right here. Look at this. This goes over the cabinet. So you can hang this over the cabinet. Like this would go on the inside, and then this would be on the outside to just like hang a towel or something over. That's amazing. Totally could get some organizing done this way with some of those cabinets. Look what we found. This is actually an amazing find, because if you use the shower house at the campgrounds instead of the shower in your RV, you always need something to like go back and forth with your shampoo and your soap and your razors and everything. So these are actually quite nice. We actually use something similar to this in our RV when the boys use the shower house. The boys usually do it.
And you can pair them with the same color shower shoes.
Look at
with
this.
holes in them.
It's like flip flip-flops with holes drilled in them already for you. You don't have to take the time to drill them.
No.
They're already drilled.
Pre-drilled.
Pre-drilled.
Pre-approved.
Flip-flops.
Pre-drilled shower shoes.
I would call them flip-flops with holes. But somebody called them shower shoes. Hey,
And
that works.
they've got black or green.
Look at that. You can choose. You have choices here, people. You can't, I would not kick them.
What are they for?
I have no clue.
They're all over the place.
No clue at all why you would do this. Unless you're afraid of somebody ramming their truck through your building. It would stop a truck,
True.
probably. The line jackets. So much for RV organization. Maybe I should focus on Jeep organization. Just have some life jackets. Just have some backing paper with a softball and a glove, sunglasses, you know, your typical stuff. So you'll have to let me know what are some of the finds that you have found at Target for RV storage and organization. Definitely let me know in the comments below. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, what are you waiting for? Just go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And then make sure that you check us out over on our Patreon page. We really appreciate all of you that have already jumped in and are supporting us on Patreon. We really, really appreciate you guys. It helps us to keep videos like this coming to you week in and week out. If you would like to see more videos about RV storage organization hacks, you can check those out right over here. And if you would like to see more tips on places to travel and some tips on booking those ever elusive campgrounds these days, check out right over here. Until next time, we will see you on the road.